Ladies and gentlemen, my name is AfroLove. I'm in the building today, and I got beautiful women here. I got AfroLove. That's right. One of the world's biggest, best dance crew in Houston based. That's right. I'm talking about the finest dancers you've seen in the world, but they're based here in Houston. I'm talking about AfroLove. I'm talking about Stormzy. I'm talking about Kemi. I'm talking about Stephanie. I'm talking about Kendall. That's right. They're all single apart from Kendall. That's right. That's right.
Am I going?
Yeah, the mic's going. The mic's going. Say hello.
Hello. Hi. How y'all doing?
Shout out to our engineer. That's right, Trent. I see you, Daddy. That's right. We're here. This is a brand new segment. It's called the AfroLove segment. That's right, because Stormy, AfroLove, Kemi, Stephanie, and also Kendall obviously created this beautiful dance crew that's been going around Houston, taking over nightclubs, just walking up in a nightclub, doing flash dances. What's going on with that? Like, what's the point?
The point is basically bringing Afro back to where it began, which is on the street. So, you know, we're in the
street art.
Yeah, we're in the diaspora. A lot of us, we're African, but we grew up here, and we're trying to preserve the culture as much as possible. And so if that means performing on the Mr. Easy stage, the Burna Boy stage, we'll do that. If that means being at the hookah lounge at 3:30 in the morning, we'll do that. If that means being on the stage, on the street in 3rd Ward, that we're coming for it. So that's really what it is. It's a performer collective of people that really believe in Afro music, Afro dance, and in skill and talent in it, and want to expose it and bring it as authentically as possible.
Brilliant. I like it. I like the movement. I mean, so what is AfroLove doing right now, like this present moment? Because I know Kemi's got her own studio, right? Stephanie's got her own studio. I mean, I know you guys teach your own classes. I know you like Kemi's got her own class. Okay, maybe not your own studio, but let's say hallelujah to that. Say Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Yes,
Amen.
Jesus. Say I claim it.
Amen.
I claim it. I claim it. I know Stormzy's getting her own studio. Say amen. Amen. That's right. Yes, in Jesus' name. Yep. Hallelujah. Yep. But I know Kemi teaches her classes. Stormy teaches classes. BB teaching. BB, I think what? You still teaching classes or you know? No classes, right?
No classes.
I know Stormy, you're teaching, right? You're whipping up students. Do you cane them? Okay. Do you cane your students?
Do I cane my students?
Like,
I should. Well, actually, I cane AfroLove.
She says cane.
Cane, like, you're giving them cane, like, come on, dance.
That's what I'm saying. Don't I whip you people into shape?
I remember that one time.
Waking up 4 a.m. in the morning.
I'm like the nicest person on the planet.
Yeah, she's the nicest person on the planet with shades on, too, by the way.
The nicest person.
No, bad.
That's right. No, I'm not disagreeing with you. Yeah, what's going on, Stormzy? Who set you up with this outfit today? You're looking very single right now. You're looking like you're gonna get snatched up.
So literally, there's nowhere for me to go. So I just gotta get dressed up.
Yeah, I know, but that's
true. Myself. Actually, take that back. August Prevail.
Shout out to August Prevail.
I'm a whole ambassador. This is her piece, actually, that I wrapped on myself.
We like the way you package that. That's right. Shout out to August Prevail too. So Kemi, what do you think about this crazy bunch? You know, because I know you got obviously you got Stephanie. Stephanie likes only Igbo boys, by the way.
Shout out to Igbo boys.
Be careful, Stephanie. Be careful.
My eyes are open.
Don't worry. Yes. You're okay. You're in good hands.
Suave. That's right. Yeah, get ready.
I'm not ready.
This one.
So, I mean, this is not the tea club. This is AfroLove, but I want to find out a little bit about the tea. Kemi, who do you hate the most out of this group?
Aha, Jesus.
Was that too low? Come on.
Oh wow. Stormy, Put your hand down.
I'm sure you must hate like BB loves socks. Like BB, your sock stink. You've been dancing too much. It's like,
Can't tell her that she hates. She has to say it.
No, I got love for all my girls.
it's an AfroLove thing. It's like these girls cannot stab each other in the back. What's going on here?
No. We got each other's back though.
It's a lie.
That's good. It's nice to
He
see
hates
that.
all of us.
Bad.
There you go. Stormy said it. That's right. Stormy shooting bullets. So Stormy, since you're you know nominating yourself, like who do you hate the most?
Wow.
Okay, who do you love the most?
Wow. I would have to say I love myself the most.
That's right. Self-love is good love.
Yes, self-care, self-love, you know, Afro-love, you know.
Self-love is Afro-love.
Absolutely.
Each one of us should be our own favorite person.
Fair.
I'm always my favorite person. What are
Okay,
you
so.
talking about?
Oh,
I need you to
Kendall.
talk to the Black Panther a little.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
So Kendall, why they call you the Black Panther? Though?
Well, we all have names. We all
Okay,
have
so
names.
why
have
you
a
tell
name.
me? What's your name? Black Panther.
Black Panther.
So what's BB Love's name?
Hey, baby, does BB have a
I'm the
name?
stallion, baby.
No, not the stallion, the horse.
The what?
The white horse.
She's the white horse. She's the village horse, the
The
village panther.
The village panther, the village
I don't
horse.
have a name
She
more.
doesn't
Yes,
have a name
we
yet.
don't.
You haven't.
The
What's my
village
name?
owl,
I swear.
and Mama Raccoon.
Owl
What's my
and
name?
Mama
I don't have
Raccoon.
a
I
name.
swear
doesn't
Steph
have
has
one.
a
So
name.
What's Kemi's name?
Kimmy's
The village owl.
Owl. And what's
Owl.
Stephanie's
have a
name?
name.
Stephanie doesn't have one. So the names actually came from another group I'm a part of called Vex Nation. I named everybody in that crew, and then it kind of lingered on into other dancers. We started naming other people that based on their traits, their characteristics.
So what are you trying to say about me?
we haven't given
You don't.
one.
You don't have a name yet.
You're nameless.
You are not included in the group. Sorry.
Like a secondary recipient of the name. So
Right.
It's not an AfroLove thing.
Yeah.
But we need Steph to have a name.
Yeah, Steph, you need a name now.
Okay.
It's okay.
It will come eventually.
Tonight.
Let's give her a name right now.
But what was the names based out of though?
So
It's like your character.
your
Characteristics.
characteristics.
And the way you act.
So for example, we
I
named
give
her
you a
the
name,
owl.
sexy.
Oh no.
Coming for you,
I'm
Steph.
dead.
It has to be an animal.
Yeah, it's the village animal.
Village
So
animal.
villain.
Raccoon, horse, panther.
Oh God, village animal.
Squirrel.
No, she's not.
That's not bad.
Don't we have a squirrel?
Squirrel.
This is squirrel.
You know, you don't look nothing. You have no characteristics like a squirrel, mommy.
She's fast.
What about a
She's
meerkat?
fast. Well, squirrels,
meerkat.
cheetahs are fast too.
No. Squirrels are fast. Dude.
They're not faster
No, we
than a
already have a
cheetah.
village squirrel.
Yeah, there's a squirrel.
No, we already have a village squirrel.
Who's the village squirrel?
My friend Tay.
No.
Where is she? She's not here.
Yeah, she's not here.
Okay.
Tay should have been.
Shout out to Tay. That's right. You should have been on AfroLove. You missed the
Shout out
boat.
to Tay.
That's right. you missed it. That's right. Stormzy said we can't put you on the crew, so Stormzy kicks you out.
Wow.
No, we didn't say.
We didn't say that,
Say that.
Black Panther, power to the people, Kendall.
Pow, 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 pow.
Exactly. Oh, you better load it. And
Okay, so.
So what's the state of dance though? Like you ladies tell me now. I'm just since all of you are collectives, we can't find anybody. We can't find no weak link in here. I was looking for the weak link, and I
you
can't
were
find
gonna
it.
pick on him?
No, just gonna find out the weak link.
He was gonna pick on it.
Yeah, but I can't find it, so I'm gonna talk to you guys as a collective. So AfroLove, what's the state of dance? Because I know 5 years ago there was no dance crew. And all of a sudden, I just see people just dancing mad everywhere. Like it's all over Instagram, it's all over YouTube. It's like it's making me feel like I should learn how to dance. Like
You should.
It doesn't hurt.
does
I
it,
told you need to have
does it get
a
me
move
more
called heaven.
girls?
Yes,
True.
it will.
It do.
Guys, learn dance. You get more girls when you learn
The move would
dance.
be heavenly.
Wow.
You know what they say about men with rhythm, you know?
What they say? Tell me.
Say,
What did they say, Panther?
You know, they just say you got rhythm in places that's important.
Like what?
That's right. Is that what
That's for
Chief
you to
has?
find
Chief's
out.
got rhythm in places that are important. Chief? Chief?
No, be you.
That's right.
Afrobeats from Ghana.
That's right. The chief, the black man chief, has got rhythm in places that are important.
Yeah, but I
Thank you,
wanna
Kendall,
get
for that piece of
that.
information.
Of course. Just telling the people.
I want to hear the answer about what the girls think about like
Dance?
Afro dance.
Yeah, what you guys think
the,
about that?
The whole movement of it and what the heck is going on. Like, what do y'all actually think? Do you think it's you asked me that, like, do you think it's a trend or do you think it's here to stay? Or what's up? What do y'all think?
Ooh,
That's
I
a
think it
hard
depends
question.
on the people who are in it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think
That's a
right.
good one.
I don't know. I feel like 2 years ago it was a trend, but now it's getting to a point where it's like I think there are people that are really starting to like get interested and like kind of focus on like learning it for what it is and like trying to get into like the deeper roots of like what Afro dance is. And it's funny because even today you talk about Afro dance and people think Afro dance is one style. But now it's like, even as dancers, as myself, like I'm learning every single day. And you learn there's so many different styles from different countries. And it's like the more you know, the more you don't. So you continue learning that way. And that's how, like, and since we're here in the U.S., we get to share that. And I think through that, like, you get more people learning more about, like, African culture authentically. But it really just depends on, like, whether the dancers are willing to go through that journey or not.
So
Yeah.
when a dancer dances, the dancer essentially feels that she or he is exuding African culture. That's new to me. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I just thought
I
the
think
dancer's
so.
like, oh, I'm just going to dance, you know, because I'm flexible and I can move in certain ways. And, you know, I'm good
Oh,
at
the authenticity is like super, super hard. Like, and you know, for us being from the diaspora again, like, and actually I'm realizing I'm talking about this a lot just today because it's the second time I use that big word, diaspora.
diaspora.
But it's
That's all
just
right.
like, no, like that's actually a thing. Like, we can't move as authentically as if we're from, like, as if we grew up in Africa. But we're so passionate about African because we're the children of immigrants. Like, I'm first generation American. I think almost all of us are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
so
Cameroon
it's like-
in the building, Ghana's in the building, Nigeria's in the building. That's right.
And so it's just like,
Kenya's in the building too.
no.
They were earlier.
South Africa's in the building too. Shout out to SA.
What's, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like authenticity is a really big part of it, but I'm starting to think like maybe we also have to understand that we're creating a new Afro new style. Like, you know,
Yeah.
we're creating a new vibe of it. Like Stormy's choreography, for example, is super like hip hop, but it has that influence from it.
Fusion.
You know, it's a
Mhm.
fusion.
A fusion.
Yeah.
It's
I
important.
feel like it's evolving, to be honest with you. Like, even though there's like origin of everything, like you're gonna, as you get older and as we get into the future, we're gonna evolve and create new styles, but still go back to the roots, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think,
Yeah.
authenticity is important,
Mhm.
but it doesn't. The moves that exist, do them authentically, but then you can also create new things from that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think, you know, what I like of you guys is that you have a group and you're staying strong together. I think what's important is that you guys create those showcases where, you know, like once upon a time, I was just thinking about this out loud. Well, it just came to my mind, so I just said, let me just say it on the radio, so you guys are aware of what I'm thinking. Just as you guys went out to you went into clubs and just took over those clubs. I think you should do that, like, you know, take over a hospital.
Oh, wow.
Yo, that's dope.
You know,
Super.
take over a highway. You know,
Wow.
reason why I said that is because
I have.
Wow.
everybody that I bring on my show is I'm an advocate for Afrobeats. I don't care if you're white, Asian, you're all invited here. But if you're Chinese, I'm going to ask you who's your favorite Afrobeat artist. And if you can't tell me, I'm going to give you a lesson. My job is to spread Afrobeats. So I want more people who are not like me sitting down in front of me so I can give them an Afrobeats education. And I see it when you just... you know, when you just had that conversation, you said, oh, I think, you know, when I'm dancing, my goal is to whoever's watching me to exude and express the African culture. I never realized that. I just thought you were just dancing. Like, you're dancing Afrobeats, but you're not. But now it's like, I'm dancing, but I want you to know that this is from the motherland.
Right.
You know, so now I'm just thinking like, oh, then if that's the case, then you should get militant about it. You should just dance anywhere and just record.
Start a movement.
Yeah, start a movement, like, you know, just take over a hospital, you know, take over a train station, take over a school, a flash mob of Afro dance, just take over something. Use it as a form of protest,
Advocacy.
advocacy, protest.
Activism,
You know, run over into a car wash and take over for 5 minutes and let somebody record that. And let's just see what are people's reaction and stuff like that. I was just thinking that once I realized.
It takes a lot of dedication to do that because it's like, it's so much work that we put in.
Are there any other girl groups like you guys?
Not in America, I don't think.
Not even in, I don't know any girl groups, period.
Like
The first ever Afro dance girl group in the world.
not in the world.
And please, this America is the world. You ever heard of the World Series? Right here. This is the World Series. It's America.
It's not in the world.
Okay, in
Like an established
America,
group with the name.
which means the world.
That I know of, period.
Okay.
See, it's like that I know of, period. We watch videos. We know
Right.
the dancers in Japan. We know the dancers that are doing Afro.
Right.
Who is doing what AfroLove is doing?
A member of West Side Lifestyle, Kodak. She has a
Yeah,
girl
she has
group.
a
But
girl
that's what I'm
group.
saying. So there are other girl groups.
Okay.
Now, in America,
Okay.
I'm not too sure of. But as far as across
Worldly,
the countries,
then we're maybe top. Oh, okay, I'll make it big. We're one of 5 Afro girl crews
in
that
the
are
world.
actually-
Well, you're on the Tika. Well, this is Afro Love Show. You're number one. Number one. All the girl groups. Yeah, I'm sure they're girl groups, but they're like, you know, are they Afro?
No.
They're
All the
pop,
other girl
lock,
groups.
pop, lock, hip hop. You know, no.
I mean, but you also have to remember, like, especially when in like a lot of African cultures or countries, like there could be bunches of groups, but they're still not as exposed as the ones that are in the U.S. or in the U.K. or in this like in other countries that are more known.
Privilege.
Yeah.
Or even like
Yeah.
having the technology
Well,
or
you
being
know,
on Instagram and things like
they'll
that.
they'll get there. But right now, you guys are the ambassadors.
Yeah.
So you're the inspiration. So if you're an African and you don't have a phone and you're able to hear this, go get a phone quickly. Get some Instagram. That's right. And follow
all love to
BB
any
Love,
dancer.
Storm, It's
And
Cookie Boo, Kemi OG. You know, like, it's underscore Stephanie 3.
It's just regular Kendo
It's just Kenda.
with 2 X's.
Black Panther.
Thank you. 2 X's. Number 3. Exactly the reason. Exactly the reason why that's my
I really
name.
want to close that point. They know me. They know BB like how the fuck I am. But I really want to close the point. All love to all dance crews. And
Shout out to all dance
female-
crews.
And all female hell crews. I'm just saying, really, what I am seeing as somebody who's literally watching. I'm not saying, oh, we're the best one in the fucking everything. I'm just saying, like, I don't see anybody
Best
doing
is
what
a
we're doing.
best is a cliche, but
You know what
I
I'm saying?
agree. I do.
just don't see
Right.
it, and I think that AfroLove, we deserve to respect the.
Yeah, you guys had an idea. You went out and you did it, and you executed, and you decided to take over. You decided to do something that breaks the norm, that breaks,
Right.
you know, the should I say the matrix. You went into a nightclub and like, hey, you know what? F whatever you guys are doing.
Watch us dance.
You know, you guys are
Make
standing there
space.
smoking hookah
Make space.
and
I
do
don't
yeah.
give a fuck.
Like, all right, we're gonna go dance.
Just move the table a little bit.
Is there something liberating? Is there something sexually attracted to just,
Ask somebody.
Why are you?
you know? Is there something?
What's the question?
Well, Kendall, you know, Kendall's kind of like, Kendall, can you spill the tea?
What's your question?
Is there something sexually liberating about dance? Like, well,
Sexual liberation. What do you mean by that?
it's like, is this
Okay.
okay?
What does dancing do to you?
What is there anything sexually exciting about dance?
Well, I feel like the term isn't sexually because then it's just, you know, you're trying to make
You
it
don't get
into-
a turn on from dance.
It's not about a turn on, it's about freedom. I mean, there's a liberation, it doesn't have to be sexual.
Okay,
it's a
so there's
freedom.
no sexual.
Yeah, it's just a freedom. It's
Damn
just
it.
what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do, Evan? Like,
I'm trying to hook it up. I'm trying to get Chief to do dancing with you.
leg out. I'm screaming.
Cheers to you. That's right.
We're gonna
Afro
do
Love in the
cheers, mate.
building. Kendall, that's right. Kendall's avoiding all the questions. You're lucky you didn't take
No.
the solemn oath to actually spill the tea and nothing but the tea.
It's the
But that is the
AfroLove.
tea.
It's the Afro love.
That's
No, but I mean, we didn't swear that.
You mean, do we feel our sexiest selves when we dance? Of course.
Yes.
Always.
True.
So you guys feel sexy, so you
It's
do
a
your
whole
hair
different
like that.
person.
Like
It's
that.
a whole different
Confidence.
person.
Yeah.
You can make whatever face you want to make on
Do you
stage.
put lip
doesn't
gloss
matter.
on when you dance?
Always. What are you talking
24/7.
about? Lip
Oh,
gloss.
hey.
It's a must. Full face.
These guys. Yeah, because when you guys dance,
Mine
I
is
see
drying.
sexy. I'm just like, all I'm looking for is like, oh, that's sexy.
And that's the problem.
That's what you think about?
I mean,
That's because okay, it's good, but it's like
it's a
for
problem.
For us, it's like okay, literally think about the fact that it's your art, right? So imagine like I just fuck with you because like you're a nice guy, but you're playing music and I just like don't even care. I'm just like, yeah, he's so nice and like he could get me into Skybox, right?
For sure.
Isn't that fucked up?
Or the
It's
domain.
Like, nigga, you work so hard to do that, and you're only gonna allow your head to see one thing because you're limiting your mind. But if I open my mind, I can see like, yo, he's first of all his outfit is dope. Like, oh, his music is dope. His name is dope. Why is that his name? You get me? And so with dancing, it's the same thing. Like, yes, of course, because we're women, we're all beautiful. We're gonna dance, but it's like the skill, the time,
That it took
you know,
to
that
put
we
it
that
together.
to take. It's like
And
the way
also-
we try to move. When you see AfroLove, we don't stand here.
I was
shaking.
just gonna say that we
out
don't.
here,
We're trying to compete with
with
not
boys.
just women,
with
but
boys.
men.
Yes.
Yeah.
We want to be as good as a man, like in dance.
I don't
see-
I
and
don't
when
know
you
a
see
man
AfroLove
that's
performance, we
that's
see
as
that.
good as you
Yeah.
guys. So
But
I don't.
Okay.
I mean, I don't. I mean, like, I don't have a guy's name that I can mention that is better. I mean, the only guy that I know is Mr. Showtime.
That Showtime is Beyonce.
Yes.
He's what?
Shout out
He's-
Showtime.
Shout out to Mr. Showtime. That's
Shout out
right.
to Chris.
But I don't. I'm not even looking at it like, oh, like this guy's even better than you guys. I look at you
Right.
guys as pros, but. I think sexiness is an art, especially in Africa. For me, like, sexy is very important, like, as an art. Like, I think it's so watered down. I think, like, as Africans, like, we're scared of sex. We're scared of sexy.
Okay, but we're able to do it all.
Yes, that's what I'm agreeing. So that's why, like, when I look at you, like, I mean, of course, like, you're a woman, so I have to be reserved. Like, you know, like, I can't just be like, you know, hey, what's your name? You know, because I think you're sexy when you're dancing, you know. Like, I definitely want to know more, but I'm glad you brought the whole entire crew. So now it's like I can see there's another side to Stormy. There's another side to Kemi. Kemi's got no boyfriend. So, Kemi, what's going on with your love life there?
Hey.
Hey. Sip some
On the
tea.
mountain. Come on.
Clear that throat.
Clear it very well.
I want to know if you have a love life, and then if you have a love life, you know, how do you tell your boyfriend, like, I got to go to New York and go train a class, so I'm not going to be with you this week?
To be
God.
why all the phones out? Is it not serious?
Your answer now.
the whole stand is out.
Let me ho.
Kemi single. G.
Yeah, I am single.
Ready
I'm
to
engaged
mingle.
to Jesus.
Shout out Jesus. Jesus, you're doing wonders over here. Like, Jesus, how many girls do you have, bro?
You need to have an organ.
How many?
He's got the
You need to have an
whole
organ.
world.
Jesus, how many girls? This is like the 10th girl I've heard today that is dedicated to Jesus. Okay.
There's nothing wrong with
I want to
that.
add one point there. One thing that I think makes AfroLove so powerful is that each of us are believers in Jesus Christ.
Shout out to
And
Jesus
that's
again.
like a main point of our message. It's not like we're forcing it on anything, but it's something that we've all personally found that has changed our lives and has really gave us freedom and on a spiritual level. And that's something also that I think we're trying to portray. That's why we don't show up necessarily. Of course, we have a natural women's sex appeal, like that we've been given as a woman, but
We have morals
we have
and
morals
standards.
and like it's like there's certain things that we don't tolerate.
They have morals and standards
Yes.
that are approved by
And also
Jesus.
we want to show that there's freedom. There's freedom in the arts. There's freedom in life, and
Yeah.
that's also a very big foundational piece of AfroLove.
Right. You can
Shout out
dance
to
and
Jesus.
You can also dance.
Jesus, hallelujah.
You need an organ.
I-
Organ
I-
sound effect. Yes.
Be like church.
Lega.
On the mountain. dancing.
Wow.
So, Kerry, don't dodge the question.
Okay.
Tell us.
About
It's
love
life.
life. The love life.
So why is
Okay,
it? So
to
why
be
don't you
honest-
have a boyfriend then?
Okay.
I'm gonna be your mom right now. Kemi, why don't you have a boyfriend?
Okay. So to be completely
My
honest,
grandchild.
Yes.
yeah, I have had that question before. Yeah. To be honest, I feel like it's one of those things where I'm watching and I haven't found somebody where it's like we're equally yoked yet, right? So
Equally
like,
yoked.
no, but it's a real thing. Like, are we compatible? Are we like, are our lifestyles at the moment like? Does it make sense? Like,
So what are you looking for?
I mean,
Magdalene.
You want to get straight to the point.
What are you looking for?
I will say yes. I do have a specific type.
Okay.
Is he tall, dark, handsome?
Somebody
I
wants
mean,
to
that's
know if
not
they have a
now.
chance.
Next star of the day.
I don't know about that, but
Sitting right next to you.
Well, you should know.
no. I mean, for me, I like honesty, and I like being honest with yourself. So if you have the ability and you have the strength and courage to be honest with yourself and to be vulnerable, like even if you're insecure about something, you're like, okay, I'm really insecure about something right now, and you can communicate that. I think that's like a really, really big thing, because for me, I like, one of my big things is trying to be as authentic as possible with myself, like, and trying to be as honest with myself every single time. So if I'm in a relationship with somebody and like they're not, you know, like they're mad about something but they can't communicate that, or like you're playing games, or like you're not gonna talk to me and do silent treatment because of one small thing and I didn't understand
We don't deal with
something.
boys. We deal
I was
with
like,
men.
I literally
Nope.
Here come the ladies.
no, exactly.
The ladies are
No,
coming out.
exactly,
No
because
pettiness.
it's like especially as a dancer, you literally have no time for nonsense. Like,
don't.
Dancers
like,
have no time for nonsense.
I could be, you know, setting up a class, working
5,
with
6,
somebody,
7, 8.
focusing on a creative project or something like that.
So
Something
you
that's
need a
always
man
on.
like Heaven
I
and
don't
Vic.
have. Let me
Shit.
hold.
Somebody's trying to find that kiss mix.
Zombie, what do you think? You know, like, do you think a woman, as a dancer, do you think with this Afro dance, do you think there's a career like you could just shut down everything else that you're doing and just focus on dance for the next, 40 years, provide for your family, provide for your kids? Do you think?
That's actually what I'm doing. I am a full-time dancer.
Shout out to full-time dancers. That's right.
I definitely believe there's a huge market behind dancing. There's so many outlets of making money. First of all, you're supposed to have 3 outlets of making money. And in dance, there's so many ways you can make money. There's,
Here.
music videos.
Businesswoman.
Residual, doing movies, being in movies, things like that. Like, I have friends in the UK. Creative directing. And also, Afro dancers, we don't know how to, like, what is the word I'm looking for?
Bring it out.
I know, I'm about
You
to get
Afro
into the
dancers need to
money.
sit down
I'm
with
really
me.
about to
Trust
get
me.
into
You
the
sit down with
money.
me, I guarantee you,
Yeah.
you'll be making bank.
I'm about
You'll be
to get
making
into the money of
lot of bank.
We don't.
Oh yes, that's right. Bring the black bottle in.
No, it's this one.
I know, which one is
That
it?
one is empty.
Is it?
There's something in there.
Empty. No, I'm telling
It
you,
feels
it's
heavy,
empty.
but
It's empty. It's this one, baby.
Yeah, that's a
Pass that one.
A lot of the times we don't know our worth.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Speak on it.
Especially in Afro, like coming from somebody who did hip hop and making, when I say making bread, I started at 17 years old making money. Like, my parents were confused. Okay.
Like, what were you
Coming
doing
to
when you said
Afro.
making
So I
money?
used to work in drill team. So I used to teach drill teams all over Texas. And
Are you still teaching drill teams?
not anymore, but I do want to get back into it because
I think you should set up AfroLove drill team right now.
Wow, woo,
this
let's
is
go.
facts. Okay, but coming soon.
Set that up right now. Like, you have Kemi
Left
at University of Houston.
Right.
Have BB Love at HBU. Have you at Rice. And then you
We're
write a
trying to set
contract.
the standard, though. Okay, it's exactly for ASA. There's no standard. The same way us dancing on stage with somebody, there's no standard for that. There's no standard for how we get paid. There's no standard for work, like how our work ethic and our labor. Like, we don't get paid for those things. Like, even if we do a video shoot consists of a lot of things. Like, your outfit, your makeup, your
Rehearsal
energy,
time.
like rehearsal
Videographer.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
Your
get
hair.
paid for that. You get paid to come and look cute and dance, and that's it. Like
Come
you didn't
and
get paid for
freestyle.
the rehearsal or the time it's spent to get your makeup done.
And you'll
Like
be there for
how do you know we know how to do our own
hours.
makeup?
How do
In
you know, how do you know
America.
the choreography? Like, we
Facts.
have
In
to learn
America,
it.
in
We have to
America,
learn to dance.
there's a choreographer, there's a creative director, there's a stylist, there's a makeup artist, a hairstylist. There are people that are there to do these things, and on top of that, not only are they getting paid, but now you're getting paid quality, like for your quality, not just because
I feel
or
like
whatever.
I feel like, and I agree. I feel like it's because in America they understand that okay, Chris Brown has a video, right? He understands that shit. He understands that his brand, Chris Brown, and I like the way that other the Kenyan artist was speaking earlier. Like Chris Brown understands that he's a brand. Chris Brown is not him.
Right.
Chris Brown is a whole enterprise. It's a whole industry.
He is an enterprise.
Exactly.
So we
not
gotta
him.
understand that
Like,
we're
he
an
himself,
enterprise too.
He's probably not Chris Brown. He's Christopher, or like he's whatever he is. You get
Right.
me?
He's
Like,
an employee of the
he's
brand.
an employee of
But
the
he's
brand.
the head of the brand.
headline. He's
Yeah.
the headline, but he's not even the one that's necessarily handling all the money. He's the face of it. And so when you think about that, like he understands, okay, if we have these dancers, I need these dancers to look a certain way. What I feel like, to add on to what Stormy was saying, is like there's a level of disrespect to your own art that you're
When you
having
do that.
when you do that. How the heck you're booking me for crazy wages that are low, and you're saying like, oh, just do something when I go on stage.
This is
What kind of thing? I would never.
this is
I would
African
never.
culture in itself. The same way your best friend could be selling shirts, open a business and selling shirts. You're like, can I get a shirt for free? Like,
Family
what
and
is
friends
that? If
discounts.
I'm truly your friend,
You would
I will
support
invest
100%.
in you.
That's what
Period.
it
The
is,
same
bro.
way how you're investing in yourself. We invest time. Like, you don't understand how much time. The same way you saw us out there chatting about dance. It's serious. For me, especially, this is life.
Yeah, these
That's
ladies
it.
are addicts.
That's
These
it
are
for me.
these are your fanatics for dance. Like
But even to add to that, it was kind of funny because I was running the numbers a little bit earlier. Because I mean, all
Running
of us
the numbers.
Running the numbers. Yes,
Yo,
correct.
Kevin's a big-
Accountant.
No. But like, real talk. How many of us get DMs every week asking you to do a video?
Promo my song.
Promo my song.
Promo
Can you
my
do it
song.
for free?
Can you just
do it
listen
on
to
the
my song?
iPhone.
Just one
And the
little
thing is,
video.
it was kind of, I was getting a little bit angry this morning because I was like, I mean, yes, if you want to do something, you can do it for free or like. But
well, why
that's
don't
if
you spill
want
the
to
tea?
do.
Did Techno ask you to promo his song?
No. but
The bunch?
just-
Better have money.
Boo.
No, but like I'm saying, like sometimes as dancers, what I hear a lot is like, oh, but you're passionate about this, so like you should be able to just do it for
Or
free.
you do it all the
Or you
time.
do it all the time. Like,
Yeah.
why can't you do this for free?
Trust
I was
me,
like,
if life was
you were,
easy.
first of all, there was a point in Houston where you had like 5 or 6 classes a week, Afro. So if you wanted to train Afro, that's like $90 a week, multiplied by 52 weeks. That's almost like what, almost $5,000, just training. Then if somebody
Seems
was
like you're an accountant by
Sorry.
day.
no,
Graduated
but like
from Johns
even.
Hopkins, by the way, she's also an engineer.
Oh wow.
Okay. She's an engineer,
Oh,
fellas,
thank you.
and a
But, like,
dancer, and single.
Even if you
Looking
were not
good.
even if you weren't doing that, right?
Good.
Even if you weren't doing that, if somebody asked you to do a video, and they're like, "We're not paying you, we're not doing anything," minimum cost for a video is $50. How would I come and take $50 out of my own bank account? For you, you're the one who wants to do. I can go and carry them and do something for myself and push my brand and push everything I want to
Facts.
do. But
I'll
you
invest
are
in you.
asking me to put $50 down for something that you want to do. Multiply that by 52. How much is that? Almost 6K.
Mm-hmm.
So
For passion.
I'm the one pushing your project, but
And then half the
I'm
time you
paying
don't even
for
get
it.
tagged in the video. When they post it, oh, we are posting you
And
for
they're saying,
exposure.
oh, it's for exposure,
Sure, it's
exposure.
So it's like,
Which
even if
one?
you're passionate about something, you can't do that. You're disrespecting your own
Yourself.
self and your own passion
True.
by not allowing yourself the resources that you can get to actually do the stuff right.
Yeah, and I feel like with the whole thing about standards, like, you can say no to somebody, but they'll go ask somebody else, and if nobody else has the same mindset of, you know what, let's get compensated for our art, then it's not going to change.
Exactly.
The next person will do it for free, and you'll just kind of be sitting there, and you have to fight for your
So there's no
stance.
standard.
Yeah.
Same things. Like if I take $500 and the next DJ saying I'm taking $100, I get it.
And that's why I love, like, with AfroLove, you know what I'm saying? It's an AfroLove segment, so we'll push AfroLove. I've been reflecting on it a lot. It's like, I'll literally prefer. You have artists who are asking us to perform for them. You understand? I'd rather perform by myself for free with AfroLove.
Speak on it.
You get me?
Yeah.
Because when I'm asking to do certain projects that we talk about, I know it's not money. These women, they believed in the vision. You get me? They believed in the vision. I brought a vision. I hit up Stormy first. The day I thought of AfroLove, I called her. She was on board. The next day, I hit these beautiful women up. It was like 3 days apart of who jumped on.
Jesus.
So this is like, you know, AfroLove is us. And it's like, I would rather push, because 50% is pushing our brand more than if I'm dancing for an artist.
It is. I mean,
And
it's
it's
an act. It's like Jabberwockies.
It's like I don't need to wait. I don't need to wait. I'll force it. I'll force the door. You understand? But it's hard sometimes because it's like people prefer to dance for, you know, Wizkid or something, and I would love to dance for Wizkid.
BB Love, are you single?
Yeah, I'm single.
Because it looked like Wizkid, BB Love is shouting you out already. I thought you were Heaven's Baby. Now it's like Wizkid. I would love to dance for Wizkid. Well, Stephanie, who would you love to dance for? Since we all love to dance for.
Flavor Nabanya.
Okay. Ibo girl.
Ibo vibe. Let's
What,
go.
what about you, Kendall? Chief? You would love to dance for Chief. Just say it. Just say it.
You need a kiss mate. You need a kiss mate. We didn't get Heaven's. If you're listening and you want to be Heaven's kiss mate, come on down. Come
That's
on
right. You
down
heard
to
it, ladies.
AfroVibes radio station.
Ladies, Kendall's calling
Southwest
all my
Freeway.
kiss mates. If you want a kiss mate, come over
Oh,
through.
they're all listening.
Yes.
Just listen. If you think you're his favorite one, come on down. Come on down.
Southwest
Like Kendall.
Freeway.
Also, Kendall is a beautiful.
Tell us.
She has a whole. Tell us about your brand, Kendall.
Oh, I was like, which part of my life you about to talk about? I am a psychology student. I am a full-time student as well. On top of all this
Jesus, where
dance and stuff.
UH?
UH.
Shout out to UH, all the cougars.
Hashtag go Cougs.
Shishi.
No, but I am a full-time psychology student graduating in May. I have a self-help mental health page. It's just pretty much information just about mental health. That's my passion aside from dance. You know, I want to pursue a very long career in it and help not just people, not just the whole world, but especially Black people as well as the younger generations, because I feel like you have to start young. Because we don't hear about mental health and then we get to college and then we're like lost and we're going through all this like nasty stuff that we don't know how to navigate through.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's just kind of my passion. I have a page. It's called melanin.mentality on Instagram.
Melanin mentality. I like that.
Yes.
Shout out to Kendall. That's right. Shout out to Chief too.
Shout out to my man.
Gangster.
That's an example of a writer. Like she's doing the radio interview. She's the only one that a man has come to support her and wait these hours for her to perform and do her thing. So I'll also shout out men that actually put in time. And
Yeah,
support
like
her.
Heaven, Vic.
Listen,
No,
come on
that's
down.
so
Come
sad
on
that
down.
she's so right.
Does Chief have it? No,
That's
you're right.
so sad
That what?
that she's so right.
What story? You seem
You're
like
the
you.
only one with a man that will wait these hours and do these things. That's why we're single now.
So what you say? You don't. Stormy,
She's
you
the
say?
only one
Are
with
you
a man.
Stormy? Are you single?
With the match.
yes,
saying
duh.
men don't like-
Clearly.
Come on
I
down.
didn't
Come on
know.
down.
I didn't know you were
very
single.
Very.
What you looking for daddy?
I'm looking for the daddies. Where's Diddy? Diddy, am I? I'm looking for the daddies.
So hang with us.
So you saying men
I'll
don't
make sure
like
you take
wait
it care
and
of.
stuff?
Wait, what'd you say?
You say men don't like to wait?
People don't understand the
they don't
lifestyle.
understand.
Lifestyle.
They don't understand.
Which is why earlier I even said I wanted to be with a dancer because I feel like they would understand
The
more.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
So is Chief a dancer?
No,
but he understands
Oh.
the lifestyle.
Line it up, Vic.
Yeah,
Line it
it's
up.
all
I get what you're saying.
regardless of what they do.
I see the vibes. I see the vibes. Line it up. That's right.
It's like
There's a lane
He's
in
trying to
there. There's a
say, I
lane, bro.
understand.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
so.
What do you think? What do you think about that, Steph? Like, do you think, like, in terms of, do you think it's better to date a dancer, or do you think it's better to date a non-dancer? I feel like there's advantages in both.
Yeah. True.
There are.
Honestly, I just feel like you should date someone that understands you as a
Okay,
whole.
amen.
Amen.
Because me personally, I am a dancer. I am a
Join the
student.
crowd.
They know because I'm a nerd. I'm always in the books. But you just need someone that understands you your full time. Like, you're busy. Hey, you want to come with me somewhere?
Vic, you understand her, right?
Of course.
Seems like it's a match.
Honestly, dating a dancer will have its perks because, like, we go out, like, we gonna bust the moves on the floor. Like, it'll be fun. But dating a non-dancer, it'll be like, he may not want to dance,
So if
you
you have
know?
to pick one.
If I had
Dancer
to pick
or
one,
non-dancer?
I'll pick a dancer.
Dancer every time.
Pick a dancer.
And if you want to give,
that is
I
not
have
if we want to
professional.
give back to this,
These
At least have
ladies.
beats. You have to have rhythm.
Yeah,
Rhythm.
exactly.
Rhythm.
I'm not talking about, when I say dancer,
Okay.
I'm talking about dancer. I'm not talking about somebody who can move.
Who's doing it?
True.
What do you-
Right.
yeah.
That's true.
We're talking about ballet, yeah?
a real dancer.
You have to be able
real-
to move.
Mhm.
Me, I don't need necessarily a real dancer.
Oh, put
Okay.
that on here.
Okay.
I could dance-
But
you
listen,
can
listen.
date an
If you
artist,
can
I'm
wind
an
that
artist.
waist, though.
She likes a man
Come
like
on
Kevin.
down. Come on
If you can
down.
wind that
Come on
waist.
down.
No, I just no. Personally, I just as long as I've like as from a young age.
Your man.
Anytime I see a guy that can wind their waist,
The teen girls go
it's
crazy.
just it's like no, because
Yes.
it's counterintuitive.
No,
it's
it's
so
nice.
because it's like you grow up, you're like the only people that can wind waist are the ladies, and
Facts.
and then
Facts
you
as
now
fuck.
see, especially like
Facts as fuck.
when because I got exposed to like Jesse Matador, City South, all these
Yes.
like
And it looks
Congo,
sexy,
Coupe
and
de
you're
Calais,
like,
and you're
what?
just
Wow.
like, wow,
This girl knows what she's talking
wow,
This is
wow,
real.
wow. It's
Explain,
What's that place
please.
in my
More,
heart?
more. All I hear is
No,
wow, wow. Is a turn on.
I mean, yeah, I think so.
So
I
like,
think so.
so you get hot inside.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Everyone,
You
yeah,
get
Actually,
horny.
yes.
Wow.
I'm just
No, yeah.
trying to get like turn on for me is like I'm fire inside. I'm like woo.
No, it's just like, oh,
I-
okay, that's sexy. I can see that you're doing that.
Like,
thing. I
that shows that
Now
he
you
knows
got-
his body. Like,
Yeah,
The
like,
rhythm.
It's like intuitive.
Yeah.
I like that point, and I feel like Stormy and I have talked about it. We probably all talked about it. Like, there's a thing where, okay, so for example, when I talk to Black American men in the diaspora, third time, boom.
Sounds like you've been
I'm
talking to
keeping
a
track.
lot
It might
of
add-
black men.
They might be added to the AfroLove mission, the diaspora part, because guess what? I'll never be you. I'll just be what we
Yeah.
Get me?
Screaming.
So I've
Bad
noticed that like
girls.
there's a whole thing about the black guys, they can't dance. In America, black men, they're from little times, they're told that if you dance, you're gay. You see, nothing against
Yeah.
homosexuals
Or
and,
you're a stripper.
and LGBT, but LGBTQ plus population. But I'm just saying that if you are a black man and you're dancing, they're saying that you're gay.
Yeah, it's an
In the
attack
black
on
culture.
masculinity. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to, and it's true. Like I'm imagining Chris Brown has when, and especially he's light skinned. He was probably told so many times that he's gay. You see, because he dances. Whereas in Africa, it's not
Natural.
because it's natural when you move your waist when you're having intimate times with people. Are you?
Intercourse.
I'm just trying to.
Listen, do anything
You mean when
When
you're
being
smashing
intimate-
somebody?
when
When
you're
you,
being intimate
Yeah.
with a person, with a man, you know, the man is he'll have to maybe move his waist. You know, like that's what he
Right.
wants to do. It's your body.
Yeah.
And then at the day,
Yeah.
it's the same time with us. We're over sexualizing the waist. The
Right.
waist has been told to us that waist ass is like. Is,
That's
and I
sex.
understand. I understand.
Yeah.
who said that, mommy?
But I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to find out. Who, you know,
My whole point is just that basically like whatever society tells you is what you'll abide by. And so then you'll see like when we saw the video earlier, or like Uncle T, they'll come on each other like guys, they'll be like, hey. They'll be like, hey. Like you get what I'm saying? Like they'll do that to men. But it's not
It's not a
gay.
sexual
It's
thing.
not
It's
gay
not a sexual
at all.
thing.
It's actually masculinity. It's like I'm a fucking nigga and I dance.
Yeah.
But in America, it's like, or at least in the South, it's like literally men have told me like I can't dance because when I was little, they told you if you dance you're gay. Period.
Always
And it's
been.
just like,
Jesus,
it's just-
American
it's just-
culture. So
it's just an interesting
Afro
thing.
dance, Afro love is here to free the mind, free the culture, free everyone.
And the waist
Hey
movement-
man, if you
the waist
dance
movement
and you
is
take a
stronger
class
than
from
men, period.
Afro love, you're not gay.
You're not gay.
Just free yourself.
Listen.
That's right. You are a real nigga that dances.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the waist movement in a man is stronger than the waist movement in a female. We've just been attributed it because we're feminine and sensual, but men have a stronger waist movement because there's, I don't know, we've talked about this. I don't know.
Yes.
There's something.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Men have muscles
guys
in
talk
places
about?
that women don't.
These ladies talk about
feel
the
like-
the muscles
Anatomy.
inside
Waist movement on
the
is
waist
stronger
Pure
of
than
men.
anatomy.
This
Our
is-
anatomy is different.
This is not football.
Good.
This is not basketball. This is the muscles inside of the waist of men.
To be honest,
Yeah.
men are the superior species. Come on.
Oh.
Let's be honest. If we're being honest.
They honestly,
Superior species. That's right.
Women are
Afro
always
love
trying to
taking
compete
over.
with men because why? They're our competitors.
I
Come on
mean,
now.
I feel like at some point they were the superior species, but I feel like it's also evolving to a point where now, like, women are kind of, they're kind of, nah.
God made them.
I mean, of course,
be
I
that
feel
yes.
like Stormy speaking, like your words are not explaining your mind.
What do you mean?
Is that true or not?
No, I mean,
I feel like this is how I found to explain because I know what you're saying and I know what you're saying.
okay.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Fantasia said this on air on a radio
She did.
show. That's actually
Yeah.
crazy. And now we're at a fucking radio show. We're talking about this. She said, and I agree. She said, the man is the head of the household.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, "Oh my god, you're so like not a feminist."
Right.
Whatever. And then she said, the woman is the neck.
True.
You can't do anything
Thing without the neck.
Right.
But your head will dictate where your neck goes, but your neck will support you. And every woman wants to feel like there's somebody telling her what to do in a loving way. You
Right.
get me?
Right.
And every man wants to feel like they're taking
A
care of a
protector.
woman.
Yeah.
A
So
protector.
that's beautiful. But this
It is
society
beautiful.
has told us that it's you have to be
Masculine.
and then this and then and there's so
A
much
true
stuff.
woman
There's so
knows
much
how to
shit.
humble herself to a man.
But
Period.
it's very hard. Absolutely. But it's very hard because of the what we're getting.
The
and also-
society.
But I
No, you
feel
know what I
But
think?
I feel-
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I don't know. I still slightly disagree.
Go ahead.
I think the idea of superiority is kind of used in a very
Wait, I
Wait,
actually
wait,
meant
equal,
that as more
equal.
of body.
There we
Neck and
go.
head are equal.
But that
I'm
okay.
just saying
So that's the
equal,
thing.
but
Yeah.
different.
So exactly.
Okay.
So men and women are equal but different. We
Yes.
all have
Yes.
roles
No
depending
superiority.
on that independent relationship. So if
Yes.
one person's relationship is different than another, right? A man and that's another thing like with generalize, especially in the African society and everything where it's like, oh, the man is the head of the household, and it's gotten to the point where it's almost like a crutch for a lot of men because they're like, oh, I have to do this and I have to act in a certain way. That's why even some Nigerian men, they're like, oh yeah, I can't dance. You know, like even in African society, sometimes it's like that's the thing. I can't dance. I can't do a certain thing. There have been certain situations in like
It's called
creative
toxic,
modes.
It's called toxic masculinity.
Exactly.
It's like a
There
new
have
term.
been situations
Toxic
where like
masculinity.
I'm trying to do a
Where
creative
they-
project
y'all
or
have been-
something.
I thought we were talking about dance. I'm talking about toxic masculinity
Talking
here.
about,
It's
like
actually advocacy for men and the way that like society has put pressures on y'all.
yeah,
Yeah.
to
No,
do some-
yeah.
but like for example, I wanted to do a creative project with somebody, and I
Was
was
it a
like-
man?
It was a man.
Alright.
And I was like, basically, we were testing the roles, like gender roles, and like watching. I was like, okay, are you comfortable? But they were not comfortable. I'm not comfortable acting like a woman. I'm not comfortable doing this thing because it's like that's a woman's thing. That's a female thing. But the truth of the matter is like,
Wow.
like where did that come from? That came from, oh, I have to be
Exactly.
acting a certain way in order for me to be considered masculine. So like bringing it back to that whole like man versus woman, like man society versus woman. I'm sure like women have advantages over men. Men have advantages over women.
Facts.
They're separate. They're equal. They're different.
Yes.
Like, it's the same. as
I
like
was
me and
actually
Stormy.
speaking
Yes,
of it
Kenny.
as far as dance and like athleticism. Okay, the man will always be stronger than a woman.
But
Okay,
what does a
now,
woman have?
but then you're also it's always gonna
No,
be
no, no.
contradicting because a woman is gonna say our bodies. Our internal is stronger than a male
That's
because
true.
we
Can
can
I
hold a
make-
child, hold a human being for 9 months.
I'm gonna join Kemi here and meet you.
Okay.
Right, even in dance, right?
Right.
Men are stronger. We're talking about the waist. The
Right.
way that they fucking move their waist, men. Not your waist.
On
What
your
do we have?
waist.
Mm-hmm.
Men have to act a certain way. As a woman, I could just go like this, and it'll do something.
Right.
You see, so even though it's still equal, you see, it's different.
It'll
but it's
always
still
be. It'll always.
neck
yes.
and head, neck and head. That's what I like.
Let's
about
say that.
it.
Yeah. Equal.
So a man,
Equal, but
like a
different.
woman could just whine her waist and just be like, and we'd be like, damn. But a guy can't do that. I'd be like,
No. We'll say the same.
No,
thing.
we'll
Trust
say
me.
the same thing.
no, the women will say the
It's
things.
just
And,
there's a certain power that a man has in terms of strength. For example, a man it's just something you have as a man. It's just your power as a man.
Yeah.
Women, we have a power as women. We're equal, but there's some things in our roles that just tell us that there's something that we like about men being at the top, and we like women being submissive in a way. But as a feminist, it's like, oh, you can't. Feminist means you believe in equal rights. I still believe in equal rights. We all believe in equal rights, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like, I still want a man to tell me like, baby, I'm gonna need you to sit down and come here. Like I'll be like, sit your ass down.
Or
and
baby,
then,
you're
like,
dressed a
maybe
little short.
yeah, I'll tell you that,
baby,
baby.
like,
Right.
like yeah, babe, fix that, because I don't want nobody seeing that shit. Like, maybe I will fix that. You get me?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
that's something
Baby,
I
I
like
like
that. Yes, of course.
Yeah,
I
no.
will
In a
do it.
respectful way, of course. 'cause
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, not disrespectful.
Yeah.
Of course.
She's a
I just-
human
yeah.
being. No
Yeah.
human being should
Controlling.
But
disrespect
we're
this.
at the purest form. At the purest form, like, that's what we want.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
just misunderstood because
Hey,
everyone
baby, I
thinks-
need you to put some more gel on your baby curls, on your edges.
That's a little different.
That's a little.
I'll be like,
That's an example, or.
I'm just, it's an example.
Okay.
I'm just,
I'm gonna need you to adjust your
Literally
wig.
just looked at her hair.
I know your wig cap is showing, baby.
No, baby, let me get the got to be.
Right.
this is AfroLove. AfroLove is going to continue, but look, one thing I've learned, because I learned a lot from you ladies, and I want us to do this again and again, because it seems like what I've learned is like, you girls don't like anybody who cannot dance. You believe that everybody on the whole planet should be dancing. That's beautiful. I mean, if the whole planet danced, I don't know what type of world we would be. We'll probably be happier. So I believe that you guys are advocates for everyone knowing how to dance. You guys have studied this, and you've broken it down to what the male role is, what the female role is, and you guys have even gone even further to the point of even what's it called? Identifying things like toxic masculinity. I never heard that. That is in Dance 101. Toxic masculinity. You know, the male waist is
Your
really
identity
strong.
antidote.
I took lessons, you know, so yeah, I took lots of notes, you know.
Okay.
I know Kendall loves Chief. Stephanie loves Vic.
I'm dead.
All right, and coming back.
Kemi
to
loves engineering and is probably going to find some engineer who can dance.
Amen.
Storm, I think, yeah.
Stormy.
She's
But
gonna
who
get her
does Storm
dancing.
like in the X-Men now? She didn't like anybody.
You know, somebody in New York told me that she's married to like
Halle Berry?
No,
no, the
in the
Wakanda King, like the actual
in the
story.
comics.
No.
Yeah, like
Storm.
yeah, she actually came from like Wakanda.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that-
she's dating Black Panther.
Yes, that's literally what they
Makes
told me.
sense.
And she's supposed to be married to T'Challa.
Yeah,
Huh.
Yeah.
that
the
makes
King of
sense.
Wakanda.
So you need a Black Panther.
So I do.
Dope as fuck.
Oh,
Them
look,
cartoons,
we're already
them
married.
Cartoons, I don't know what.
No, no,
Oh, wait.
They're stories of
Yes.
stories. They're just repeated.
So do you like comics?
Yes, of course.
She's a
Marvel all the way, baby.
Let's go.
Shout out to Marvel. I can't believe this girl reads comics. I'm like, you girls are really interesting. I love you girls. I hope we can be best friends. I don't know, like maybe we should do this like every 2 weeks, every week or something. I think there's more to learn. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time, but I think there's so much more that, you know, like she likes comics. She's an engineer. She's a psychologist. She's a geek. You know, BB Love has a whole entire foundation.
Motherfucking sexy as hell.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh. Sexy and single, apart from Kendall.
Come on.
Black Panther.
Rob, I have to get married now. People, jeez.
Kendall's taken. Chief is in the building, and it's locked down. It's shut down.
Bring Chief in.
Chief, come on in.
He's
Chief,
talking.
come on, boss.
Quaku. Quaku.
Quakes.
Michael, we need you in here.
Jesus Christ.
Chief, why do you love? Just talking to the mic. Why do you love Kendall? Just let her know. Let her know right now. Let her know how you feel, bro. Let
She's
her
the realest one
know.
out there. That's why. Simple as that.
Say again.
The realest one out there. Simple as that. Boom.
I'm weak.
Realest
Wait,
one.
is that it?
That's it.
Wait, your competition is right here. So what? Are you sure that's it? Wait, let me tell you about Kendo. Kendo is the most beautiful girl in this world.
Are you even playing the same sport as me? No, not even the same league. You're a little league. I'm a professional.
Oh.
Bam.
Oh.
Boom.
So this is an ongoing battle. Let me
This
let you
man's
know.
not letting her
go.
Look, you're
She will
college. I'm
always be
professional.
wifey, okay?
You're high school.
Guess what? You're the
I'm
boyfriend. Wifey. Boyfriend. Wifey. There's a
fine.
ring here.
There's a chief. You are what? A
I'm
storm.
the queen. Thank you.
You're blown away. You're a hurricane. You're a climate woman.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, man. I know women are throwing their asses at you because they're making themselves feel like you're popping if you have an ass. But men, real men, be loyal to a woman that you like. Respect her through the times. Because what he just said, that's what I want. If a man wants to talk to me and you're like, oh, I don't get why BB's not talking to me, it's because you're not giving me that level of she's the realest one. You said, why do you love Kendall? She's the realest one out there.
She's the realest one.
It's not she's the baddest. Her ass is not the fattest. It's not this is. She's just real. She's
just tell me it is.
I love that.
Just tell me it's fat. Just tell me it's fat.
So talk about
it. Yeah, baby, your ass is
Chichi.
and you're cute as fuck. Okay. And your face is beautiful.
On that note, we're out. AfroLove signing out. That's right. Shout out to Kendall. That's right. Black Panther. Shout out to Stephanie. That's right. Kemi G. Kemi OG.
Kemi OG.
That's on Instagram. That's why I said Kemi G.
I do have an announcement.
Let's do Kemi's announcement. Sorry about that.
We've been talking about Afro dance and like all this stuff and like learning the moves and trying to be authentic as possible. So I know like a couple of us teach, right? And so I've been out, currently on tour teaching like in a couple of cities. And thank you. And on October 5th, I'm bringing the tour to Houston, but I know it's going to be different from like regular classes. It's actually going to be a beginner Afro dance class and a mixer. So it's just like anybody.
When is that date again?
October 5th.
October 5th.
Yeah. At the
Kemi OG is teaching classes October 5th.
Say that location one more time.
SAID Pan-African Library.
Shout out to Sed. Shout out to Sed.
Yes. Anybody who's connected to Regal Society.
Yeah. Regal Society is
Shout out to Regal Society as well. Afro Bezu as well. Sed as well.
Part of it. Anjali is going to be part of it. And Energy is going to be part of it. So it's going to be like a really awesome experience of just kind of being exposed to like Afro Dance 101. So definitely come out.
Support the AfroLove team, support the AfroLove movement. Unfortunately, we're running out of time, but we're going to bring this show back. It's BB Love. That's right, BB Love. Why don't you give us the details and run it down to Stormy and then Kemi and Stephanie as well as Kendall.
So we're going to do an Instagram panel right now, right?
Yeah, do it Instagram. Listen up, people. Chi-chi.
It's BB Love, founder of AfroLove. Let's go. Find me on Instagram. That's the only platform I have right now, and it's fine.
This is Stormy, also known on Instagram as It's Cookie Boo, co-founder of AfroLove.
It's Cookie Boo.
And CEO of SCA, an agency coming to you soon.
Let's go. Okay. This is Kemi OG, O for original, G for Bangadadang. Okay. I am the founder of Afrobeats with Kemi OG, Afrobeat at JHU, and OG Creatives. And I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Instagram at kemi.og.
Business.
Hey, it's Stephanie _ST3PHHANNIE. Sorry, that's long. But yeah, follow me on Instagram and also follow me Fab Fit Ladies. Woo! We gotta keep that body right and tight, Work out that cardio. Your heart is the strongest muscle in your body. So, yeah.
You want to show us your abs?
My abs? Well, I'm wearing a bodysuit, so you can't really.
Okay.
Another day.
We working on being fit. This nigga
Look.
already there.
That chord.
Everybody low key has a
He
core.
said that core.
We got Kendall last. Kendall, tell us where we can find you.
It's Kendo, aka Black Panther. I'm on Instagram at KendeAuxx, and then also follow my self-help page, melanin.mentality, and also I have a photography page, kk.lens. Is it .lens? No, KK Lens with a Z, with me and my lovely man. We both take photos, so
Who be you?
plug in, plug in.
Black couple month.
Yes.
Couple goals,
Black
couple
love.
goals, Black love.
This is black excellence right here.
Yo,
Black love.
Excellence.
Black excellence.
AfroLove.
Yeah.
My name's Heaven Moser. Shout out to my main man. That's right, Vic Slim. We're tuning out. This is AfroLove. This is the show. Shout out to BB Love, Stephanie, Kendo, Kemi, as well as Stormzy. Make sure you tune in. That's right, every week. These girls are coming back. They're talking dance. They're talking taking over the world. Don't miss it. Shout out to AfroLove.